rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Failing to score with that right hook. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Only catching air with that hook. Perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. That left hook missed. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. Just step.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
Keep smart. Just get him on the end of the jab. You get him.
Forget about that.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Nobody home with that hook. Just miss with that hook. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Well done with that counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. You'd like to see more jabs. He threw a punch and just got countered. Wilder in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better.
Great round, great round. Now relax. You would think
Jab. Basic.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Tried to score with that hook, but missed. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. And there's the bell for round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They have no respect for each other's punching powers. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. No rest for the weary. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is off the charts. The straight right just misses. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. And Patterson couldn't take anymore. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown. On to the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That big hook doesn't land. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Forget about that round.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
Here comes round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They're both. Did you see that? Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at this.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Owen Patterson's dazed. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Let's see if they go to the body. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Wilder in that last round. We'll see. And they're back at it again here in round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They exchange punches. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Incredible work rate. Halfway halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. Lucky that hook didn't score. Nice counter. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nice counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.